Right now, somewhere in the world, someone is staring at the ceiling. Their room is quiet, their phone is silent, and their mind is asking a dangerous question. Why does it feel like I'm the only one going through this? Maybe it's heartbreak. Maybe it's failure. Maybe it's the terrifying feeling that everyone else seems to understand life except you. You look around at people in your school, your workplace, your social circle. They laugh. They talk confidently. They move through life like everything makes sense. And slowly, a thought grows inside your mind. Maybe something is wrong with me. But psychology reveals something disturbing. The feeling that you are alone in your struggles is often one of the greatest illusions created by the human mind. The lie your brain tells you. Your brain is constantly comparing your life to other people's lives, but there is a problem with the way it does this. You experience your entire internal world, your fears, your insecurities, your private thoughts, the doubts you would never say out loud. But when you observe other people, you only see their surface, their smile, their confidence, their calm behavior, their controlled emotions. You cannot see the chaos inside their minds. So your brain fills in the missing information, and it fills it with a lie. They must be doing better than me. The invisible battles around you. Here is something most people don't realize. Every person you see is fighting something you cannot see. The confident student who answers every question in class might go home feeling like a complete fraud. The friend who always makes everyone laugh might lie awake at night questioning their entire future. The successful professional who looks powerful and respected might secretly fear that everything they built could collapse tomorrow. But you never see these moments, because people are extremely good at hiding their weaknesses. Not because they are fake, but because the world punishes vulnerability. The silent rule of society. From a young age, people learn a strange rule. Never let them see you struggling. So people hide their pain. They hide their doubts. They hide their confusion. They create a version of themselves that appears stable and confident. And when millions of people follow the same rule at the same time, something dangerous happens. Everyone begins to believe that everyone else has life figured out. And the result is a society full of people quietly thinking, I must be the only one who feels this lost. The social media trap. Then social media enters the picture, and the illusion becomes even stronger. Every day you scroll through hundreds of lives, but you don't see their struggles. You see their highlights, vacations, achievements, romantic moments, smiling photos. Your brain collects all of these images and compares them to your worst moments, your bad days, your failures, your quiet insecurities. Imagine comparing your entire life to the top 5% of everyone else's life. That comparison will always make you feel like you're falling behind. The psychological fear of being left behind. There is a deeper reason your mind reacts this way. Thousands of years ago, humans lived in small tribes. Being rejected from the group meant something terrifying: death. If you were alone, you didn't survive. So the brain evolved a powerful alarm system. It constantly checks your social position. Am I falling behind? Am I different from everyone else? Am I losing my place in the group? Today, that system still exists, but now it activates in modern life. Grades, careers, relationships, money, success. And when you feel like you are not keeping up, your brain activates the same ancient alarm, the alarm of isolation. The moment most people break. There is usually a moment in life when this feeling becomes overwhelming. It might happen during failure, or heartbreak, or a period when nothing seems to go right. You see other people moving forward, graduating, getting jobs, falling in love, building lives, and suddenly your mind whispers something terrifying. you're falling behind. And when that thought appears, loneliness becomes heavier. Not just physical loneliness, but something deeper, emotional isolation. Emotional isolation is the real pain. You can be surrounded by people and still feel completely alone, because loneliness is not about how many people are around you, it is about how many people understand you. When you feel like no one understands your struggles, your mind creates a psychological prison. You begin to believe your pain is unique, your confusion is unique, your fear is unique. But in reality, millions of people are experiencing the same thoughts at the same time. The truth most people discover later in life. Something interesting happens as people grow older. They start talking honestly. Masks slowly begin to drop, and suddenly, conversations become real. Someone admits they feel lost. Someone admits they are afraid of failing. Someone admits they don't know what they're doing with their life. And something shocking happens. Other people begin to say the same thing. Me too. The fears you thought belonged only to you suddenly appear everywhere. The moment the illusion of loneliness begins to collapse, you realize something powerful. People were never as confident as they looked. People were never as certain as they seemed. People were never as stable as they appeared. Everyone was simply pretending to be stronger than they felt. The dark truth about humanity. Human beings are incredibly good actors, not on a stage, but in everyday life. People hide their weaknesses. They hide their doubts. They hide their confusion. They create a version of themselves that appears stable and confident. And when millions of people follow the same rule at the same time, something dangerous happens. Everyone begins to believe that everyone else has life figured out. And the result is a society full of people quietly thinking, I must be the only one who feels this lost. The final realization. The mind tells you that you are alone, but the truth is much darker and strangely comforting. Right now, in thousands of rooms around the world, people are staring at ceilings, asking the same questions, feeling the same uncertainty, fighting the same invisible battles. The only difference is this: most people stay silent, and silence makes everyone feel isolated. But the moment someone speaks honestly, the illusion begins to crack, and suddenly you realize something powerful. You were never alone. You were simply surrounded by people who were also pretending to be strong.